For those who heard Nerfs, not Nerf Herders, it's derogatory. I'm Patrick DeMarco, and I'm a Scruffy Looking Nerf Herder. Yeah.
Nerf Herder.
You could be a Scruffy Looking Nerf Herder too.
We're having technical difficulties.
Oh my god.
Hi, my name is Adam. Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders Anniversary Special.
Hi guys.
That's Cameron. We are currently in his house, and we just had a catastrophic wine spill on equipment.
I was just thinking, I probably shouldn't have that next to the fucking recording equipment. I'm gonna move it.
And so he did, right onto the recording equipment. So he's dealing with that now, but let me start the show by saying it's been an incredible year this first year. We started doing once-a-month episodes, not sure whether we would have the time or the desire to really ramp this thing up. And it turns out we actually enjoyed it so much we doubled it up. So we're doing 2 episodes a month. We actually, this first year, started making audio versions of the podcast. We released reviews, the movies. We started doing, yeah, Josh, it is alcohol abuse for sure. We started doing reviews of some of the cartoon episodes. We're going to do that even more when Resistance is released, and whatever TV shows and films that are coming out, expect to be able to see reviews from those as well. So we have a lot of things planned in the hopper here, and I just wanted to let you guys know that it's only because we love this genre. We love Star Wars. We have such a great time, and of course the interaction with you during the live shows is a lot of fun. But, you know, this is just part of what it means to be a Star Wars fan, I think, is finding new ways of diving into the galaxy far, far away. And just, holy shit, there is wine dripping out of his mixer. That is not a good sign. If you guys end up not being able to hear us, that's why.
Yeah. That's all me.
Oh, shit. I hope you didn't ruin it.
So it's a $20 interface. I think it's okay
okay.
if it's broken.
Let's get some rice.
I'm more concerned about my controller.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is watching Star Wars Droids movie,
The Pirates and the Prince.
Thank you.
Or the Pirate and the Prince.
The Pirates and the Prince, that's right. So this is actually 4 different episodes taken from the original. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's taken from the original TV series that was released in like 1986. It's been released in various different forms, like different movies have been cobbled together from different episodes in order to create a sort of narrative. But really, the entire series is based around R2-D2 and C-3PO coming into contact and going on adventures with 4 different masters. And so this is just one of those story arcs of the 4, of one of the 4 masters that they run into. And they edited some of the episodes a little bit, changed some of the dialogue a little bit in order to create a more solid narrative for this. And we're not going to be showing the video. This is really much more of a commentary of it. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. And of course, we're going to be, just hamming it up otherwise. I hope you guys saw our Facebook Live post with our anniversary cake.
It's pretty sweet cake.
And the ribs were pretty awesome. And we got some homemade wine.
Hell yeah. All over my interface. And we're watching this on VHS. If you guys follow us on Facebook,
VHS.
Obviously we got the link up, so you can just click on that and watch it live with us.
Yeah.
But we're watching on tape.
Yeah, suck it.
Because
Suck it,
fuck fidelity.
Beta Max. I don't know why I said that.
It was the
Fuck
first barrier
Beta
thing.
Max.
That's just the porn industry didn't want anything to do with it. So
That's weird. You would think the porn industry would really want to see. No, maybe that's why they.
No, yeah, because Betamax was far superior, and I wouldn't want to see that shit in good, crystal clear.
Yeah.
No,
Gross.
some things you just don't want to watch in high fidelity.
Well, all right. Should we start?
I think we're getting ready. If you guys are watching along, it's we're starting right at the Lucasfilms Limited logo, and here we go. Droids.
Star Wars droids. What I think is so fantastic about this is that the animation takes me right back to Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's not a thing anymore. Saturday morning cartoons.
It's fucking sad too.
There's just like whole cable channels full of it. There was like an excitement. You had to wake up early so you could catch the cartoons that you wanted to see.
Exactly. You had to be up by 6 so you could have your cereal, so you could watch your Ghostbusters and shit.
Yeah. That was a great one.
And Crash Test Dummies. Nobody ever remembers that one. That was one of my favorites.
I don't remember that one.
That was a good one.
I do like that they actually have Daniels doing the voice of C-3PO.
Oh, that's what sold me when I was picking this up, because, I mean, fuck, I saw these when I was a kid, but it was a long time ago. I found this like 6 years ago. I was like, oh, Anthony Daniels, fuck it, why not?
So the 4 episodes, and something that we noticed just after having looked it up, from the original series that make up this is The Last Prince, The New King, The Pirates of Tarnuga, and The Revenge of Kybo Ren. Like Kyboren, Kybo Ren. Which is so damn close to Kylo Ren that it makes me hopeful that the story group pulled that name because there's some connection with Kybo Ren, like in story or in look or in something, to what turned into the new Kylo Ren.
But he's just a crybaby. That's probably what it is. He's bitches the whole episode. There's just such an art form lost. Like, nobody does this really shitty animation anymore.
Mm.
It's sad. Such basic colors, no real shape.
It's very coloring book, you know?
It is.
I mean, I was a massive coloring book fanatic.
I still am. I still collect coloring books.
Sorry, I'm man-spreading right into your space. I mean, it is our anniversary after all.
It is. I feel like you're like mad at me or something. I'm so far away. And we're doing a show
get
next
up
week.
in this, man.
It's crazy. I can do this.
It's true. Like, it's weird that we've done a year of shows, like, not in the same room.
Yeah. Well, it's always so bizarre. Like, every time I'm like, oh, I want to go hang out with my friends. Oh, you see your friends all the time. Like, yeah, but not in person.
It's not the same.
Wasn't until we did that party over at Collins. It's like, fuck, I haven't seen any of these guys since December. What the shit's wrong with me?
It's a long time. There's a lot of falling down in old cartoons.
It's
like the slapsticky.
It's because it's easy. It's safe to do.
Yeah.
Then you only have to change like a couple of cells and use everything else.
That's true. So, do you think that it's just a color mishap that his arms are colored a different yellow? Or are they like, wasn't there one of the toys where he had like a miscolored orange or something in his arms? Am I remembering that right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think it is weird that they have him blinking though. Like that seems.
Yeah, because he needs to blink.
Don't need to do that. Like I'll accept the Pupils movie because it's cartoon, but blinking that seems so pointless.
This is like a slave auction.
No, it's a droid auction.
Sorry.
They're not sentient beings.
Surely you can see we're a bargain. He's like, hey, I'm Patrick Swayze. I'm about to go to Roadhouse.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's so funny.
Oh my god.
I do love these old stories. I mean, super simple. Point A to point B, and that's the tale. But, like, this was the only Star Wars we had.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like nowadays people are so goddamn spoiled, and they don't. You know, they look back at stuff like this or the Christmas special, and they're like, "That's so stupid. Why would you ever watch that?" That's all we had.
Exactly. Like
that's it.
The Christmas special. I mean, that's something that you got. Like somebody had a fucking recording of a recording.
Yeah.
Like a 5th generation.
Yeah.
And you watched it because you wanted to see the commercials. And I think that might be part of why people hate shit so much nowadays.
Yeah.
Because there's so much there that they just take it for granted.
Yeah, when you're wanting for it, you're much more willing to forgive some, shitty cell shading or some shitty story narratives, or just because you get the actual, the show.
Yeah.
Is this the first version of Therm's Scissor Punch?
I think so.
Yeah, the little tri-claw thing. I'm so excited for Solo to come out on digital.
I've already got that shit pre-ordered.
Oh, really?
Fuck, I can't wait.
It's gonna be good.
I still know people that haven't seen it. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, if you haven't seen it, you can call yourself a Star Wars fan. It's Jesus.
How dare you?
I had a client that we always talk like the books and everything anytime he comes in.
Yeah.
Because, he's cool like me. Yes, there we go. And yeah, like every time he would come in, it's like, all right, man, so what do you think of Solo? I haven't seen it yet. It's like, how the fuck have you not seen it? So finally I had him 2 weeks ago, and I told him, like his last appointment, I'm like, hey man, you don't see Solo before you come in. I'm not fucking tattooing you because I have to talk to you about this movie. And yeah, I almost kicked him out because he was like, yeah, I still haven't seen it yet. He had, but he was fucking with me.
Dick. What a dick.
Yeah, it's. He's all talking about the shit he doesn't like. Well, you're just. What do you mean you don't like? What is there not to like about that movie? It is a fan film, for fuck's sake.
What is up with? There was so much like revealed chest in the 80s. Like every star, like it was buttoned, like unbuttoned down to here. Even in the cartoons, apparently.
Well, it's because the long hair, you got to know that it's a man, not a chick. Unless you're
man cleavage. Maleavage.
That just sounds horrible. That sounds like a disease.
It's like a rare form of cancer. I got Maleavage cancer. It's right on your left testicle. Always the left, I don't know why.
Love that mustache.
How dare you endear yourself to me, R2?
Like he just pissed in that hat. Now he's stepping on it.
I love that the dude goes to hug C-3PO because he's afraid. Oh my. Hold me.
It's
oh.
What? Why is the droid wearing a hoodie?
3PO, give me a hand.
Oh. Guess that's why.
Look into my eyes.
The big reveal. It's a sentient being.
Oh, it's a person. Of sorts. He's all pissed.
That's bullshit. You mean I bought a normal slave? God damn it, now I look like one of them there bigots. So I'm gonna kick this here trash can.
I didn't notice the blinking, and now I can't stop noticing it.
You're
like,
welcome.
until you called it out, I was like, are those Womp Rats?
Possibly. And now he's got.
Are they on Tatooine right now? Did it say?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Let's see.
I always just assume everything starts on Tatooine because it's, Star Wars and all.
Well, it doesn't say on this. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't think people seem to appreciate nowadays. The cover art.
Yeah.
That's why I still collect VHS tapes.
Because of the cover art?
Fuck yeah. Well, I mean, you can look over there and see I got a whole shit ton of tapes.
Oh, yeah. If you've never been to Colin's house, he's right there, so it's fucking me up.
Jesus.
If you've never been to Cameron's house, he's got like tons of amazing little toys and photos and paintings everywhere. You feel it's like a museum. You have to like stop and appreciate a wall. Is that Black Phillip?
Yes, that's.
When did you get that?
That I won at an auction that I was It was the charity concert I did for one of my artists.
Oh, dude.
One of the artists donated that, and I just so happened to win. And I totally didn't rig it. But that sounds like I rigged it. I really
It does.
I really didn't rig it. I legit won it. Yeah, that's... I love Black Phillip. That was a fun movie.
It was great. I loved it. The ending was... It's just the I don't want to divert
fuck
too
it.
much
We
from
can,
Star Wars.
you guys can listen to us talk about other shit while you watch this piece of art.
Piece of art. Art. That's a loving former droid. He's like,
Well,
I just wanted to love you.
Now he's not imprisoned in his environmentally sealed suit. That is probably better for his skin.
That's actually why he's blue. Because that
Probably.
vacuum seal is keeping him way too fresh.
And that's it. Our friend now has a name. Jessica.
Oh, Kezaban.
Yes. No, but I want to go back to the witch really quick
Yes.
because I really loved the way they treated the literal witch in the wood. Like it was like way back to the archaic version. Max Rebo,
Hell yeah. Okay, so there's confirmation that they're on
Sice
Tatooine.
Noodles and the Max Rebo band. But they were like a big one. Like they were a Droid band. Like they played all over the galaxy.
Well, it depends.
I think
on
they
if you're
fell
going
into,
for
like-
legends or canon.
That's
Because
true.
canon we don't know.
That's true.
Legends we do.
That's like Solo right there.
Yeah, that is. Now I am actually curious as to how much shit they ripped off and put into the new movies. So yeah, that's totally a. Yeah, that cell. Oh my god, this is horrible. Every goddamn time we do a show, it's always like, oh yeah, we're Star Wars nerds, and I don't remember that thing.
The dude's vehicle, like that's straight up a pod racer. Like one of the dude's pod racers.
86.
It'll take more than a caveman to break.
Well, I mean, at this time too, Uncle George still like had his finger in everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like nothing passed without his approval,
What?
Yeah.
which is so funny because shit like this passed. I mean, I appreciate it, but
This is what I don't think people fully appreciate about Star Wars, though, is that it's always geared towards kids,
yeah,
like just little kids.
yeah.
All right, so Josh is saying, we're watching this, and all I hear is blaster fire. Go look in the living room and see the kids running around.
That's awesome. There's hope for him yet.
The only way to save your friend now is to pay my price.
Ooh, that's creepy. You need to clean my belly button for a month.
Put him down. What have
That's
you
pretty
done,
harsh.
kids?
It's just your friend.
He reminds me of the dude from Dune with all the boils.
Yeah.
Ought to do something.
There's something to watch ninjas. It's pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah. Therm!
Imagine picking that would be like incredibly satisfying. From both sides. Don't have to worry about a septum or anything. Just look at that. That looks
Oh, dude.
like you ever get that one that you just can't get to, and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Miniature stunner. A girl can't be too careful in these.
That's not a miniature stunner.
SJW bullshit.
That's-
They have a girl that's empowered. How dare they bring politics into
Wow.
fucking...
I mean,
yeah,
that's like way
see?
too on the nose.
this has been going on for a long time, people. This is not new.
Well, that's a funny thing. Like when I hear people bitch about Star Wars not being for everybody, it's like the most powerful fucking character in the fucking universe. Like all of them are women. Mon Mothma, Princess Leia, even Queen Amidala, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, go to the Legends, you got Mara Jade.
Oh, Mara Jade, hands down, is one of the strongest. I mean, she was second only to Vader.
You're crazy, Clever.
I can't wait for the Padme to see what badass she is.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Because
sure.
politically, she was just insanely powerful.
Oh, absolutely. The newer shit too. It wasn't just a front that she put up.
Alright, I'm gonna go refill our glasses, if you're alright. You need to, like, really refill because it was all spilled.
Oh yeah, huh?
Kids.
Well, Battlefront 2 didn't get banned. That's fun as shit. I still have yet to find my copy. Like, it is the most ridiculous thing. I don't know how I lose a physical disc. Especially after the whole Solo and, like, the second wave patches. God. Let's say. I'm, like, almost to the point of actually downloading the digital game just so I can have it.
Well, they turned it into a platform, right? So it's no longer like a standalone game. Like it's like a. Are they turning it into like an MMO or something? Where it's like
No. Well, it's been an online game, like just like the first reissuing of Battlefront, where it's all online, like the Starfighter battle, the Heroes battle, all that stuff. It's just with this one, they actually had an actual story to go with.
Yeah. I want to comment here on what Norman Bloke is saying. Ern Bloke. I don't know how to say your handle. I'll just say your name. What Colin is saying here. He's really disappointed they didn't bring Mara into the new trilogy. This is something that you and I have talked about briefly. I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before that, but we have a 30-year gap. They could totally do a Dark Empire.
I can't talk about that yet, though, because next episode. Yeah, okay, so you've heard the
What was
rumors
next
then, right?
episode? No.
Well, next one's the HoloNet News. Not the full.
You're the king?
Okay, so Favreau's doing the live one, right?
Right.
And he's doing the television series, not the movies.
Right.
That might actually be the 40-year gap between, or the 30-year gap between Return and Force Awakens.
What, Dark Empire?
Well, like the Favreau series.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, it is?
He had said it was like.
Oh,
it was
so
like
I guess
6 years
it's not
after.
a fucking leak then. God
No.
damn. I got all excited. I saw that the other day. Like, yes, he got confirmed.
Yeah, his is gonna be like all.
And
about
then there was
the leak about the Mandalorian Wars.
oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Like
Yeah,
the
never
6
mind.
years after.
But yeah, she very well could be in that because I mean, fucking, you have to imagine he found somebody.
In that long of a span of time, it wouldn't make any sense. Like logically, in 30 years, if your sole goal is to rebuild the Jedi into the galaxy, that you wouldn't have had more than one groups of kids, unless like a Jedi temple full of like multiple generations, unless you had like run into stuff like Dark Empire, where you had Thrawn come back, which would make sense with how they introduced him and got rid of him. How the Emperor, bring back some of the favorite characters of every fanboy ever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be the exact same, but as long as you have similar notes.
No, look what they did with Thrawn.
Yeah.
Like Thrawn was pretty damn different.
Yeah.
And even in the new books, he's still pretty different than he was in the original Air trilogy. But God damn, I love it.
Yeah.
I eat that shit up.
Josh is saying it's 3 years after.
Was it
Jedi Return of the
I thought
Jedi?
it
That's
was-
what Favreau
yeah.
is going to start.
I was thinking it was.
I've heard that Rian Johnson's trilogy is off and on, so I don't know what to believe. Like they've never announced anything. It drives me nuts that it's such a large production, and it's coming with this streaming service that they haven't even announced anything about, other than that it will ultimately exist, and these shows will be a part of the platform. It just seems like they could be doing a better job of letting us know what's happening.
Well, and that I actually think that's sort of detrimental to the cause. Like, don't let us know. Like, that's the problem with the internet and all the billions of sites of trying to get hits. Like,
Yeah.
it used to be a movie was made, we'd get some stills. Like, if you read Fangoria, you get some behind the scenes shit.
Right.
But you still have like another year and a half, 2 years before you would see that fucking film. So there was not like a shit ton of anticipation. Whereas with this, it's like somebody farts and they're like, "Oh, deadline!" And then we're like, "Fuck, okay. Oh my god, when's the second one gonna come? When's it gonna come? It didn't come. That's bullshit. You told me it was gonna come."
What did that fart mean?
Yeah.
Why didn't they come after the fart? I don't want to get super sex oriented on this. I just thought that'd be funny. It was a sex fart.
That happens. That it does in fact happen.
Oh my god.
So glowing rock. Completely missed what it is.
So they're just in like a mine? Is that what this is?
Yeah,
I wasn't watching, damn it.
I was. I still don't know what's going on.
I mean, that's like his go-to. We're doomed. R2.
Which way? We must split up.
How did he talk when he was supposed to be the droid?
I don't know.
Do you
And
do like
now,
a robot
now
voice?
all of a sudden he's like a stereotypical Indian.
Always the wrong tunnel.
Buffalo.
Apache Chief.
My day. You stay behind with the others.
I don't understand these whole fork gun things. Just like what Boba Fett had
It's a
in
tuning
the
fork, man.
holiday special. Or not the holiday special, that.
You strike it, hits a low frequency, and it makes you poop your pants.
Brown note. And I've got a 9-string guitar that I've been trying to like keep tuning down to where I can finally find the brown note.
Right. The mythical brown
It
note.
hasn't happened yet, but
I
God
haven't
damn
pooped
it.
my pants. I mean, voluntarily I did once, but it wasn't because I
Brown note. I got it once. Might have been a sneeze. I don't know.
Yeah, it's unstable. Why can't I think of this damn fuel cell?
Something like that.
I don't know.
Coaxium. I don't remember. It's something like that. I'm not going to bother trying to look it up.
So Colin's saying Thrawn is a great character in Rebels. You just proved that they could utilize personalities from Legends without taking away from the new shows. I agree. Totally agree. I thought the best part of Thrawn was not his interactions with other characters, but just his sort of character development scenes. Like there was this great scene where he was doing hand-to-hand training with a robot.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was great.
Yeah, and it makes sense. Like that's something he would do.
Have you read the or heard about the book Alliances yet?
I started it. Like literally just started. I got past the epilogue.
I haven't read it yet, but there's some bits in it I want to talk about as soon as we're ready to start spoiling.
Without you, I would still be the mindless creature that you took pity on. Your kindness is a strength.
This is another part I loved about the cartoons. Is that there's always like a good moral to whatever the cartoon was.
I'm just waiting to see somebody drive by in a speeder and throw like a can out the side, and then that dude like has a single tear go down his face, and then I can just be like, okay, that's racist.
That's a time capsule. I don't know if everyone gets that reference.
Nobody, yeah.
There's
Anytime you litter, an Indian cries. I fucking cry a lot. I'm also the guy that takes a garbage bag with him hiking so I can lug a fucking giant thing on the way down.
Good on you. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Of course, we've never gone hiking together because you always tell me no.
No, we've been hiking together, and I fucking carried Fester down.
That was a man camp though. But yes, you absolutely did. Well, that was a good time. Do you want to do another one of those this year?
I've been
Like
waiting.
this year, like in September and October. So it's
October, no. I can't. It's fucking. I kind of celebrate Halloween a little bit.
Right.
And,
Right.
Yeah, my October's pretty busy.
All right. What about September? You want to crash course plan one?
I could probably make one happen.
You gotta do a man camp.
Yeah.
It's where a bunch of dudes go out into the desert or mountains or wherever.
We go somewhere.
Yeah, and just hang out for a day or two or three.
It's you.
Yes.
I never heard
Whoa,
this, thank you.
man.
It's you.
She must have got hit in the face really hard. Those eyes just completely separated. I mean, I didn't say that. That's me.
What if that's like the first version of Ray Sloan? When she was like just running with R2 and everything before she went into the Empire.
That's okay, Art.
It's high time I let you go to find your way in the world.
Like, why are they
You have to help your friends.
working with this old miner?
If you don't take care of yourself, no one's gonna do it for you.
That's the moral. of the episode.
There it is. There
If
it
you don't
is.
take care of yourself, no one's gonna do it for you.
Are we there yet?
Is he the prince? He was like a slave robot in training a second ago.
I guess.
Banjupa.
An evil vizier who will claim my rightful throne if I don't stop him.
That must be the prince.
It is not too late to turn back, Jack.
Must be. 'Cause
They're
he
the
sounds so
pirates.
wise and stoic.
Yeah, they're the pirates. He's the prince.
Straight ahead.
I love
That
there's just
guy's
a
totally
little bit
right.
of sass in her voice. They're like, we want to have a black girl, but we've got to have a
Well,
little sass.
this is back in the day when you could say, okay, we need a black actor. Okay, what kind? We need a black actor. Like they have to sing on black,
Yeah,
because that's not racist back then.
no. I mean, it was. We just didn't. We accepted it.
Yeah, Now everything's racist.
Hey,
Hey!
IG-88.
Why you got a player hate? I bet that's Kylo Ren. Or, sorry, Kylo Ren.
Oh, I hope so. I need the scepter, IG-88. Did you see the IG-88 in the news, Star Wars, the cartoon on the Disney Channel's YouTube channel? The Forces of Destiny cartoon?
Yeah.
They turned him into like a fucking slapsticky douchebag.
He was one of the most deadly fucking bounty hunters in the universe.
He was punked out by the girl from Rogue One.
Jin?
Yeah, Jin Erso.
Huh.
Like
That doesn't sound right.
it
Like,
was.
she's a badass.
Yeah, I mean, she totally turned him, and I think it wasn't Cad Bane, it was Hondo. I can't remember. He was from Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, that Hondo.
Yeah, super great character. But he was trying to pull like a fast one on both of them, and she ended up turning both of them against each other, and then taking them both in for like a bounty or something. I was just like, damn, you turned what was this? Like he was up there on the Star Destroyer's deck.
Yeah.
With Boba Fett and Darth fucking Vader. Like, that was a bad... And Bosk. And then he was a bad motherfucker. And then he turned him into, like, this stupid slave. Yeah, sorry.
Everybody hates Dan. He's one of my favorite bounty hunters.
That should teach them a lesson. Juniper is mine to capture, not yours.
I did not realize that IG-88 spoke basic. And stole Rey's land speeder.
He spoke basic in that cartoon, too. This is a little more James Earl Jones, though. In the other one, it's very much just like a dude just talking.
Huh.
We gotta watch it. We gotta watch that. It's,
Yeah, I
it's-
do. I
it
keep meaning
sucks.
to. I suck at watching, like, ironically enough, I suck at watching shit on YouTube.
Something just guards. They want us to identify
It's because I can't bring myself to pay for Red.
Yeah.
1 month out of the year, I'll pay for Red, and that's about it, just because 12 Deadly Days. Like, it's a horror anthology that's all Christmassy.
Really?
It's fucking awesome.
I've
And
never
so-
seen that.
Yeah, if you have YouTube Red, you should totally check it out. It's pretty funny.
Oh, that's
Just
cool.
like coffee aliens and shit.
Oh. I love those horror anthologies.
Dude, it's killer. And it's done by, like, nothing but, like, people that, like, grew up jerking off to that kind of shit.
Oh, dude.
And
I grew up jerking off.
Yeah, me too. I still do. To anything, even.
Right before I came over, actually. I had that.
Ribs.
I had that.
It is good to be home.
Sorry, there's for those of you not like watching what we're watching. There was a B-wing, right? That's what it's called, B-wing. I had a B-wing when I was a kid. It was so cool because the cockpit always stayed even no matter how you turn the rest of the body of it,
Huh.
just like it's supposed to. So cool.
That's fucking awesome.
And it's just it's a cool shape. Like the entirety of the machine is great. You could like open and close the stabilizer wings, and it was such a great toy. That's the other part. I loved playing with the. I mean, I was a fucking kid, so of course, but I loved playing with those toys so much.
I'm an adult. I still fucking play with them. But I mean, that was part of the allure of the whole Saturday cartoons too.
Yeah.
It's like, new shit would come out, and then a new season would pop up of something, and oh my god, I have that toy. Oh my god, I just saw that one. I should totally convince my parents to give me that one.
Yeah.
There is a secret entrance into the fortress that my father told me of.
What? A spy?
Speaking of jerking off, that dude's outside.
That's probably where they got Jar Binks from.
R2-D2, don't check on Jesse Soleil. R2-D2, you're going the wrong way.
I love how
Wait. for
everything's
me.
so rushed, but they're really going so damn slow.
Yeah.
And this is actually something I was talking about
Ninja
last night.
IG-88.
Like, back in these days, there was such a heavy significance on items of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Like, being super significant. Like this, like that whole symbol, that comes from
How did I not notice the fresh work?
Oh, I don't
This
know.
was not there.
No.
Oh wow!
That's
Can you show that to them? Can they see that?
I don't know if you can see it. It's super dark, but Prophets of the Dark
It's
Side.
still healing.
Because
But
I'm fucking cool. Yeah, it looks like shit because I haven't put lotion on it in the last hour.
holy shit!
But yeah, apparently.
That pattern's looking good.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. It's shining, kind of. We added these
I like the
little
red.
hexagons inside because I wanted a lot of black.
That's cool.
But yeah, so the series that this actually originated from, like every book in the series is pretty much based on a soul item of something. Like it starts off with the glove of Vader.
Oh, right.
Because it was, like, I don't know if you've ever read that. If you haven't, you shouldn't. But basically, Vader dies, and his glove is found. And it's found out that that's where all his power came from.
Oh, really?
It had nothing to do with the
Oh,
Force.
yeah, there's a Sith amulet in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah, those books are so bad. But I've never read the 6th one, apparently, which is the one that is solely based on the Prophets of the Dark Side.
Oh, really?
And it's so bad, you can't even find it except for in a collection. Because I've been trying to find it for the past month.
They have some guy just walking around picking them up off shelves and shit.
Probably.
We don't want to see this.
You did not see this.
This is not the book you're looking
Yeah,
for.
so if anybody wants to read anything about the Prophets of the Dark Side, get Star Wars Book 1 and Star Wars Book 2. They were Barnes & Noble releases, if I remember correctly. Yeah. But they're so bad. I love them.
I like even in this, R2's like a smart alecky, like tough as nails droid.
Yeah.
That is so. It's like inherently racist. Like they're like the Arabian.
Mhm.
This is like a sort of Indiana Jones-esque Raiders of the Lost Ark type thing.
Yep,
He just did the lesbian
he was
eating
totally
pussy thing.
getting ready to bunch
He's
out.
like, if you
Do
need me
droids- I wonder
later.
if droids scissor.
They do an oil bath first.
Yes.
Or after. Or both. This is very Flash Gordon right
I
there.
was gonna say that's totally Jafar, but
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's
that's Jafar and Ming the Merciless together. Obviously now they're mixing Indians.
Yeah. That is very Jafar, because he is doing the exact Aladdin thing. I wonder if that's Kybo Ren.
They got away.
I know you said that
I
already.
don't know.
You want to escape because I have you wrapped up in the lasso of truth. I got this from my
Yeah.
friend.
They're in the next half hour.
Her name's Wonder Woman. I don't know why you always have to
I
say it
missed
like
the,
that.
I missed the Justice League cartoon.
Dude, my kids were so pissed when Wonder Woman came out because that's all I said like all the time. Wonder Woman! Like, what are we gonna go see? What? And they're like, stop! Will you stop singing it? Just say it. You were just singing it. Like, but I grew up with the cartoon. I mean, with the live-action TV show. I loved it.
I think a great many boys grew up that way. Yep. Show doesn't hold up very well, but
No,
at
not
least
at
it's
all.
at least nice to look at.
I love like this man.
Oh yeah.
Great. She actually cameoed in the Supergirl on CW as the president. It's kind of cool. She's a beautiful woman.
Oh yeah. Man, I just can't do any of those CW cartoons or
Not
shows,
cartoons,
not
yeah.
cartoons. The
They're
shows.
killing it. Like they got a huge fan bases. They got huge budgets. Like they're really killing it.
The only one I really could get into, I mean, I watched Arrow just because it's there, but like I dug The Flash. I only got to maybe like 3rd or 4th season. Can't remember whichever one Mark Hamill shows up in, and then that's when I got
really?
the cable. And just haven't had much desire. Like, so
Yeah.
Supergirl's actually decent.
Oh,
okay.
I just knew that she cameoed, so I watched.
Fair enough.
I liked it. Like I watched the first season, and it was okay. I started watching the 2nd season, and I couldn't stomach it anymore. It's just I like sex and violence, and there's only violence, not enough sex or any. So you know, can't do it.
One I really couldn't do was
She's no part of this.
Legends of Tomorrow or whatever the hell it is.
Right.
The spin-off of the B characters.
Yeah.
That one, man. I got like 4 episodes in and I was like, nope.
Meh.
I'm done.
I like the actor in that did the Superman Returns as Superman. Like he straight up played Superman. I was just like, I remember you. I love that so much. Like I really did like that movie.
Yeah, it was good.
You must again.
I don't know why
It didn't make sense or line up with the original Superman movie, so it was weird that it was trying to pick up the pace of the exact same sequence. But I forgave it that because it had some really great actors and some really fun scenes. And to be quite honest, at that time we ended with like Superman 4, which was a joke, like a straight up joke. Like they didn't even try to edit it. It was just horrible B-roll that they didn't even mean to keep in the film, but they kept in the film. They had to in some reason. It was just so bad.
because they lost the actual role, so they just used the dailies.
Yeah. So bad.
There's only one movie I've ever seen that actually kind of worked that way, where they used dailies in it. I mean, you have to really want to fucking watch it, but the Nightbreed Cabal cut.
Oh yeah,
It's like 2.5 hours.
that's the one they just released, right? Yeah, I watched that on Netflix.
That's on Netflix?
Yeah.
I spent $300.
Holy shit.
I also bought it from Clive Barker, signed with all these.
jeez.
Basically, I got the huge fucking package, but yeah. Oh wait, I don't know why I hit that. Jan knows about it.
It's weird if she is watching because she's right there.
Yeah. Nah, she's probably doing what I usually do at night and watching the last drive-in marathon. She's not cool enough to watch this. She could be sitting over there laughing at us.
Yeah.
Turd.
Coronation.
Oh, shit. Now everything's getting real. Not only does he have a scepter, but he's going to take over. And that
That
guy's
dude
totally
is
going to shake his ass.
Shake your money maker. Crazy, scary lizard monster.
That's what we're severely lacking in this this new trilogy. Don't have enough really big monsters in it.
There were none. At least Solo had that
Yeah, Solo
space
did.
thing.
That was fucking cool. Man, I really hope there's like
That was like a
extra scenes
big
of
part of everything. Like all they had were the cutesy porgs, the fucking crystal foxes that had no interaction, and then
they were kind of useful. That's
I mean
how
they followed them out.
Yeah, so there's that.
But even then, it didn't help them get out. They had to rely on Rey to open the space. But what? Like there's no Tauntaun. There's no fucking snow monster. I can't.
It's a Wampa.
A Wampa. Thank you. Sorry.
It's the best character.
There's no Rancors. There's no.
No, it's
There's no
just been-
creatures. Like
It's been the
bad
bad
creatures.
creatures that have the big ones. Like
I want some creatures.
Well, me too. I mean, yeah, we got the green milk thing, Skywalker milk, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That looks like something you just hang out with it anyways. Like it doesn't look dangerous.
Yeah.
But that's clearly the easiest way to get around those barrels. Versus just stepping aside. I love how everybody else takes those little skiff speeders, and he has this weird.
It's like a He-Man spaceship.
Totally. It's probably what it is. They're in He-Man and Eternia or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, Eternia.
I don't remember what that.
And that is it. I think that is it. Eternia. That was like a mini sail barge that she's riding in. Woohoo! Oh. Ooh, I dropped it. My hat got in the way. Ooh.
Droids aren't supposed to fly. No, he's not.
But
But not that. Like he shouldn't even be able to sit in that thing properly. Oh. Nowadays you get arrested for that.
you just can't grab it right wherever you want. It's like the weirdest fucking, like everyone, it's like the slipperiest thing ever.
It very much so.
This goddamn scepter is just slipping through everyone's fingers over and over again. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I miss late 80s, early 90s cartoons. It's so bad.
And like it was adults doing this. They were like, hey, this is good TV.
It's like, all right, we need to push out something, but we have to stay within a budget of $5.
Let's do a 5-minute chase sequence. But they don't really go anywhere, but everyone has a chance to touch the scepter.
Well, they can't go anywhere, of course, because then you'd have to draw new mats to put the cells on.
Bring it to me!
Bring me the scepter!
Keeper of the tower!
So weird.
In a hurry!
He's right there. You don't need to yell.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that was Gungan face if I've ever seen one.
Fucking Ming. I'm never gonna look at Kylo Ren again the same. Yeah.
Later on, she'd find a career with Captain Planet. All this, and he just walks by like me.
I have the power!
Thunder, thunder, thunder.
Yeah, it was very much.
Hooray! Hail Mark Joker!
Oh, that's it? Nothing happens?
Hail Mon Chupa. And everyone's okay with it. Like,
3PO. R2.
That's impressive. He shouldn't even be able to move his feet like
oh, dude. That's straight up Gungan.
that. Yeah.
You've not seen the last of me, Julpa! I have spies that will finish you for good!
They have soup ladles
Okay.
as weapons?
You get on top.
Kind of looked like it.
And for your help, Jan Tosh. As King of
Jantosh.
Camuzan, I appoint you a captain in
In
the Space
Cameo.
Navy of Camuzan.
I shall serve you well, Monjupa, as your friend.
Always as friend. First.
Never
and
as
Never.
always.
Damn it! Damn it! I was totally gonna say that.
Whenever you wish.
I plan on sitting around here for a while. It's not often old Iron Pants gets a chance to rub elbows with royalty. And besides, somebody still owes me for the flight here.
Excellent. I have need of your piloting skills. And Jan will fly as escort to repay his debt.
I hope you guys are watching
Yeah, if
this.
you guys are watching this.
You're missing
With us.
out.
God. Well, I'm just staring at us going, ah. That's, I mean, come on. Really. I mean, we're cute, but
It's
we're
really
not that
funny.
cute.
Whoa, whoa. Oh,
As if there wasn't
C-3PO.
enough boink noises.
Yeah. It's all just slapstick with them. Alright, well, it's almost an hour. Are we gonna do
It's
the...
almost an hour.
Yeah. We're like minutes away from an hour. See how fun
This is so much
it's
fun.
been? Time flies.
Well, in our commentaries.
So this
I
is
miss
like
our
halfway
commentaries.
through-ish.
Yeah, it's
A little
halfway
over.
through.
I mean, if you just guys want to like travel down memory lane, and maybe if you've never seen it to begin with, you can actually travel down our memory lane. Like this was Star Wars, you know, like
Yeah.
it was the sort of kid's idea of a younger generation going on an adventure against older adversaries and coming out the winners as the heroes. And that's what Star Wars is. Against all odds, you come out on top.
Yeah.
Ooh, TIE fighters with red on them.
Must be the 181st.
We've got company now. I'm on my way.
Dude, that's awesome. I don't know the reference.
It's Baron Fell. It's like the elite of the elite. That's from Legends.
There's an A-Wing in there, too.
Which doesn't make sense. I mean, come on. They're kids, but they're not. Oh, okay, never mind. He's probably flooding the maybe.
Pirate ship. You're just ruining their hull. They have a connector. Every ship has a connector.
That seems excessive. Why wouldn't you go to like a bay and then open it? Oh. Needs dramatic entrance like that.
This vessel, its cargo, and its crew.
It's the pirates.
The name of who do you think you are?
He was about to say it, dummy.
I was just getting to that.
See?
Fuck. Captain Kybo Ren.
That's Kybo Ren.
Oh, if we're ending this this commentary, that's like the perfect time to end.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Kybo Ren was not who we thought he would be.
No, even better.
He's
like,
put on weight.
That's a lot of fucking weight.
All right, thank you guys for joining us for this. It's just for fun, you know.
This is actually just for us. Fuck you guys.
It is true.
We just wanted an excuse to hang out and be like, yeah, we made it a year, and YouTube hasn't kicked us off yet.
Not for lack of trying.
No, they've tried.
But they haven't. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And guys in the live chat room, you guys rock.
Hell
We
yeah.
really appreciate it. I know you can't make it to all of them, but we appreciate it when you do.
We do.
Okay, so you can send us your I am a scruffy looking Nerf herder videos.
And you should.
Where do they send them to?
Well, Adam, that's at, Jesus Christ, the Infernal Brotherhood at gmail.com.
The Infernal Brotherhood. That's right. And we also have a website, theinfernalbrotherhood.com, where you can get
We're
the
legit.
audio versions, the video versions, show notes, all of the imagery that we put up when we have imagery for the live shows, blogs that we write about Star Wars and us being Star Wars fanatics and super awesome.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we're cool. If anybody says otherwise, they're full of shit.
Yeah, so check that out. And I don't know, is there anything else?
No,
All
that should be
right.
about it. Definitely look forward to getting this on audio.
This is going to be great on audio. I mean, it's bad enough on video. It's just two talking heads. On audio, it's just like silence.
No, this microphone picks up a lot. They'll totally get the background of that.
Oh, nice. Well, that's something.
That's totally something.
All right, everyone. Until the wait. I don't even know what the fuck.
Until we see each
Until
other
we
again or something. What do you say typically? God damn it.
May the force be with you.